All right, David, your thoughts, ticket texts, and jam-packed caller lines. And again, I don't think there's no smarm. There's nothing. This isn't a battle. I just thought Santaono's comment was interesting. And you guys, look, I am approaching it that I have thought since the summer this was Jim's last year. Certainly with everything going on, I think enjoy the next few games. I just have doubts. Whether he's in the NFL, he pulls the Lou Holtz, the Pete Carroll, or whether he sticks it out in the NCAA is like, yeah, congratulations. You're suspended the whole year. Is it time to sell your Harbaugh stock? Enjoy it. Have the parade. Maybe you win the whole damn thing. Johnny Porkfats is already writing his next book. It's called Sportsgasm, A Wolverine Odyssey. I don't know. Look, the point is, I think you have your next stud coach right here on staff. It's worth having a little fun conversation. David, as your sweatshirt, God is dope. That's a power sweatshirt. Look at you.
Yeah, so
you got Tim Tebow producing the show.
Let me start with the Sherrone Moore part, because I'm not sure he's the next guy. I do have the belief. I lean more in that direction because I've always believed that the assistant coaches are doing the game planning. They're doing the actual coaching for the Michigan Wolverines. So I lean more in that direction. But here's where I am with Jim Harbaugh. And it started off fine. Go against the SEC, satellite camps, and I was all on board. Yes, cause chaos. But then ever since then, there's been more and more and more. Now you want to sit here, you want to lie to the NCAA about a COVID recruiting violations? Don't need it. Every year. Okay, flirt with the Minnesota Vikings, flirt with the Denver Broncos, but it's every year. Why every year? I'm sick of the distractions with Jim Harbaugh. So I'm at the point, move on from him. I'm willing to give Sherrone Moore the chance. I'm willing to give him the head coaching job because, to be honest, Sherrone Moore has done more in his 3 games than Jim Harbaugh has done without Connor Stallions. What I mean by that is it took Connor Stallions in the cheating scandal to beat Ohio State, which is another reason I'm upset as a Michigan fan, because I don't have the same love for what I had when we initially beat Ohio State finally. Now I go back and say he cheated to do it. I'm sick of that. I'm sick of the distractions. Move on.
You're not allowed to say that, though. You're a Michigan fan. You can't do that. It's Michigan versus everybody. You can't say you cheated. The hell's the matter with you?
I don't know. Maybe I'm.
They're going to be upset at you now.
Let's go. Bring it.
Okay, then. Right, David's a fake Wolverine. Ticket text. What do they have to say?
Taking an interview does not equal trying to leave. He is a high-paid god at Michigan. Okay. He'd have to deal with the billionaires and the multimillionaire divas.
You're really why would you take Why would you interview if you weren't trying to take a job?
Guys, please, I beg of you. I understand as society we're getting dumber by the day. When a man interviews multiply with the NFL, you want a job. Please, it's okay to say it. Come on, man. Please.
Why would you fly out to a location? Like, if it was just a courtesy call, you take the call.
Let it go.
Talk to my agent.
Zoom meeting.
We do a Zoom meeting. Yeah, guys, thank you. But
you're not having a sad burger and a Dollarita in Minneapolis.
Right. What do you mean there's other people up for the job? We weren't going to give it to you today.
Sad fries.
Eric in a truck says, I'll keep the toxic cheater who is winning over the unknown moving forward. Okay. That was one of the most nonsensical comments I've ever heard from Santaono. Made no sense.
Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't. And for a man who's allegedly an academic, he does some very interesting things. We'll keep it polite. It's the holiday season.
David is a DB. You must hate winning Big Ten championships. That is from Mike.
Hey, just so we're clear.
All right.
Hold on. I thought David laid it out pretty clear to you. And let's be fair about something. It took this man 7 years. Like, can we be somewhat fair? The same people texting in, you wanted this cat gone. Mm-hmm. So all I've brought up is, I don't know another coach who's ever served 2 suspensions from 2 different governing bodies in the same season and is awaiting the 3rd. Like, I don't think it's wrong to say, you know what, I want a little peace and quiet with a side dish of Michigan football. If you just want to roll with it, you like the show, I'm not mad at you. But I don't think it's crazy for me to suggest, man, if I'm watching this, I go, you know what? Let's enjoy Harbaugh in Indy. Let's enjoy it at the playoff. But I might be ready for Sherrone Moore after this. I think I need a little peace and quiet.
Guy missed half the season, for God's sake.
And the fact that the players seem to respect him, they rally around him. I don't think that it's going to be that a transition. You could keep things going exactly how it is. And in your biggest games, he was coach this year.
And I thought he rose to the occasion with some borderline brilliant moves.
Right.
Just a dumb Sparty's opinion. Coffee.
And that's the stuff you would not have gotten. If Jim Harbaugh was still on the sidelines, you wouldn't see, wow, Sherrone Moore actually made adjustments that needed to be made.
I think Sherrone Moore's had the greatest job interview ever.
It's really good. Really good.
I mean, wouldn't peace and quiet be nice for you, David?
But the problem is, and as I said, this is one of those, it makes sense, but if you agree to what you have just said, Mike, if you're a Michigan fan, are you then admitting that maybe it's time to move on from Harbaugh, which is blasphemy to some?
Yeah,
how could I dare say that? I don't believe I even thought that. Let me get on my knees and say 20 Hail Bows
and let me tell you something.
And beg for forgiveness.
Right hand to the Bible, if I believed. I don't want him gone. As a Sparty? No, he's good for the rivalry because I want to beat him one time. I need to win one more time against him. Now, I need to see it. I love seeing his face when he loses. It's sensual. I need that in this rivalry. It's like I need Petiti handing him the trophy. I like things like that. My program's bad with him or without him. I've lived both realities.
See, but here's what I need Michigan fans to do, because I know it's been so long since certain things happen, but we go against Ohio State and he has Wilton Spate throwing the ball on our 6-yard line, interception, touchdown. Bad coaching, okay? You have a guy out there on a punt return unit.
Oh, but David,
what are we doing?
You're going back 8 years.
But my point is, now that we're winning, all of a sudden, everyone just forgets the bad coaching that he's made in those years.
He made a terrible decision last year in the playoff against TCU, running Philly special at the 1-inch line.
Oh, but we won the Big Ten. No big deal.
So
Jim Harbaugh.
And this is not anti-Harbaugh. I was just trying to support your point.
Sorry, I'm anti-Harbaugh.
David's going back to the Zapruder film for bad coaching moves. I'm like,
the light was on. Watergate.
There's still fresh blood over here from the playoff game.
David got some unresolved issues, is what happened.
Jeez.
I just think it's something that you should think about, because I think Moore, kind of like Ben Johnson, is going to get another job, except for if we thought Dan Campbell was about to get fired, maybe you just push him out the door and just give the job to Ben Johnson. Whereas this is one where there's going to be a ton of NFL jobs. He's interviewed, and when you interview for an NFL job, it means you want it, because you're not wasting your time.
It could be
flying
the best
out.
of both worlds. Think about it. They could win the national title and get really, if I reset the coaching board, and let's say you have Andy Staples or Pete Thamel or Feinbaum or whoever puts a list out of the hot, the next big 5 coaches, I think Sherrone's on that list.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you could have your cake and eat it too.
He is one of the hot coordinators.
We got full lines. Let's talk to the people. Let's see what they have to say. We'll do it next. 97.1. David, you got to resolve those issues, my man.